go through it in a second here. But the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. Me and Tony been playing it. Me and Shadow been playing all the old games. I guess they're all old games. So I can't really say that. But me and Shadow been playing the mostly the Marvel 1. Shadow really likes. I can't play it no more, but the Marvel superheroes joint, it's a little bit slow for me. I've been playing Marvel versus Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom. Me and Tony, of course, have been playing that good old MVC 2. And because of that, I think that's part of the reason why we finally hit 400 subs online. Appreciate you guys. It only took 8 years.
Definitely.
And we it only took 8 years, but in the last year we've gotten like 100. I think in the last 6 months we've done like 100 new subs. So appreciate that, man. So NBC is out. The whole thing about NBC is that everybody's like hoping that this is the way that we get a new Marvel vs. Capcom game, which seems pretty likely at this point with everything that's been going on. But Marvel vs. Capcom has said to be selling extremely well. After Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was a flop, I guess we can all say that because the graphics was bad, the gameplay was actually pretty okay and good and everything like that, but it wasn't like this. Matter of fact, so they're saying that this is selling so well. For the first 2 months, it was the highest selling game on Steam and on the PS5. Of course, it hits Xbox in I think 2 months, and that was only the digital sales. The hard copy sales are out like I think yesterday, and it came with like a comic book, which is really cool. So the corporation held its second quarter financial report presentation for its fiscal year, where they spoke about more current lineups, saying that basically they want to do more things with the Marvel vs. Capcom, collection and the digital sales. So everybody, on a scale from 1 to 10, what do you think of the chances of getting a new Marvel vs. Capcom?
None.
Damn.
You said none?
I'd say middle of the road. I'd say there's a higher chance of it now than there was before. But I'm not saying it's 100% in the bag yet.
I'm gonna say we're gonna get 3 more Mortal Kombats before we see another Marvel.
How many? Okay, wait. How many years between Mortal Kombat announcements?
It's every 2 years, so I'm gonna say 6 years from now you'll see another Marvel.
I can agree with that. Just for the fact that I'm not worried about Capcom per se. It's Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly my point right there.
But look at their Deadpool and Wolverine sales. Nope, numbers are
but
crazy.
The gaming side is a totally different monster, and they're going to have to compete with dealing with Capcom. They're going to have to compete with dealing with Capcom with allowing them to use the properties. So
they have to allow them to have the license of the character, in which Disney is kind of sensitive. Oh, we don't want them to get hurt. Shut up! It's a freaking character. Like, my gosh.
I think we're going to get another Marvel vs. Capcom. I think probably even the beginning of like a hard idea of what the game could be is already in the works. But I don't think they're going to make a Marvel vs. Capcom in the same period of time that they have like Street Fighter 6. I think they'll probably drop like the new thing after the Street Fighter 6 run. So saying that it could be another like 4 years, I think we're about 4 years out.
No, I'm gonna say until when I hit 50, that's when we'll see another Marvel, and then we can all scream, "Oh, this, oh, baby!"
I mean, I will, and I will, and I will. By the way,
you'll be screaming it, but your hands will be too dead to be trying to play it.
We'll have something else by then.
Already starting to get these old man fucking reacts. And then we're going to be fucking trying to play this game. These young kids are like, why are you playing so slow? Because my body doesn't move this.
I don't even have that yet. I still got good hands and still good reactions.
Well, me and Echo will be in Thailand, and I'll get a hand massage, and I'll be straight.
What goes on in Thailand stays in Thailand?
A hand massage. Always. A hand massage, sir.
Again, what goes on in Thailand stays in Thailand.
I'm sure I'm barely going to see red while we're there. I'm more going to be out more sightseeing.
I've been in Thailand, so I'm going to repeat myself one more time.
Yeah.
What goes on in Thailand stays in Thailand. Do not speak of it out in the open. What up, Punisher?
So
I'm dealing with some dealing with some issues right now on my PC, so I'm just
In
re-downloading.
Thailand, the ladies are like a box of chocolates. You don't know which ones have nuts in them.
So one
You're
of the-
not supposed to be saying that on my TikTok.
So one of the things that's going to be actually helping the fact that I think it is like Marvel's Capcom 11 million sales. If money talks, right, especially to Disney, and if the Marvel's Capcom collection can push Street Fighter 6.
The FGC is a different breed to try to actually make happy. If it don't play good and it doesn't play competitive, which I guarantee it won't, if Disney has some say, it's not going to play well, and it's not going to. The graphics are going to be dog doo doo, just like last time.
But it did play well. It was the graphics were dog doo doo, but it did.
It played well like 5 updates later.
That's it. I disagree with you. I think the reason why Marvel's Capcom Infinite didn't sell well is because it didn't have X-Men in it. In my personal opinion.
I don't think so. It just did bad because they looked at Chun-Li and they just
Initially,
realized she looks like an old woman. Looked like
problem-
Madame Bo.
The problem with Marvel Infinite when it came out was visually it looked like the mobile games that were out.
True.
Number one.
Exactly.
No money behind
Number
it.
two, there were no X-Men in it. And number 3, it did not play well initially. There had a lot of fixes they had to do just to make sure that it worked better after a while. But by the time that it was going to be something that could be fixed, it was already too late.
The fan base was already done with it.
Yeah.
That was 5 patches later. It took 5 patches. And by the time I got to the 5th patch, everybody was like, I'm done with this game.
Yeah.
The DLC didn't even save the game, bro. That's how terrible it was.
It was, but the DLC, like, nobody wanted to play as, like, Bucky. Not really. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't saying I don't even remember the DLC.
It was Bucky.
Venom was one of the characters.
Black Panther,
Venom
I
was
believe.
one of the characters, and that was the character that I played.
Black Panther?
No, Venom.
Oh, Venom. Yeah, Venom was dope. Venom was dope, though.
Yeah,
but Venom should have been with the initial roster too, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Mortal Kombat is pretty much beating Street Fighter and Tekken both combined
in sales, but that's usually what happens.
But that's normal because you got to remember, in America, everybody buys Mortal Kombat, but you won't see like millions of people buy Melty Blood, but you'll see millions get sold in Japan when it comes to that.
All right, on to the next.
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 not only did 1.98 million in sales.
In 98.
And that's all, and that's overall. No, that's overall.
Yeah, overall. Virtual Fighter was at 1.5 million.
Yeah.
All right, so earlier
the new virtual fighter is definitely going to be
and they said the worst one was Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
No, of course, it didn't play that well, and it was just a Ooga Booga game. It wasn't even competitive.
Yeah, I thought MK4 was the worst.
The 3D games are probably really hard to be competitive.
Really?
Yeah, the 3D games are really hard. Yeah.
Would not have expected that.
MK4 actually had a weird, wonky time, but it actually had some mix-up game that you could do. It's just everybody had generic combos.
And then the fatalities weren't there. On top of that, it was a weird time.
Yeah,
that was when the 3D era just started, so it was kind of boo boo.
Yeah, before they were NetherRealm, they were, what were they? I forget. Then they changed the name when they got with
they were
WB.
Midway. They were Midway for the longest time.
Yeah,
they were
Midway. Yeah.
And then they became